gonna build a bunch of glass across here because glass is important. You've got to have windows. Got to be able to see out into the outside world and appreciate the world. No! G'day, guys. My name's Josh. Yo, Kekomijawoodle, and welcome back to 7 Days to Die Alpha 17.1, where I'm standing on my top of the world platform, my testing platform up here, just kind of admiring my own handiwork. You know, sometimes it's nice to take a step back and just look at all you've done and go, yeah, you know what, this is pretty okay, this is pretty good, I like this. But in looking at all of this, I'm realizing that there is something missing, something that we thought we lost with Alpha 17. I don't know why I'm being like mysterious about it. You already know what it is because it's in the title and the thumbnail and you already clicked it. There is no hovering bases in A17 anymore. You can build underground bases, they're just harder now. You can build maze bases and ground bases and everything else. You can build water fucker bases. I mean, that looks really freaking cool. It looks like a giant like spaceship. It does not look like anything else. Stop telling me it looks like something else. If that's in your mind, that's up to you. It's not in mine. You know what? That looks like a spaceship to me because I'm a 6-year-old kid, not I'm a slightly imperfect. All right, moving on from that. You can build anything you like here, but you can't build a hovering base until now. I think I have figured out a way to do it. But to do it, I've come all the way up here and now I want to get down. And someone did ask me in a comment to another video at some stage if you could, I mean, you break your legs and you get hurt if you land on hay bales. And that's fine. That's fair enough. You can't just fall from the top of the world to wherever you like and be like, you know, don't have any scratches or any nicks on you. You're going to get hurt. But what about if you land in water? So there is a water base down there with my name on it. It's a pretty difficult jump, but I'm going to back myself in. Here we go. Can't make it. Make it. I don't trust myself. Get the crosshairs on it. Oh, I'm coming up short. I fucking clipped the edge. I jumped all that way and died. I didn't even get the answer. Damn it, now I have to try it again. Right, well, that was a horrible idea. I will try it again, but not right now because I can't bother flying all the way up to the top. Where is my bag? There it is. Take all of that. Thank you very much. Did it equip all my shit back on my body? It did. Okay, we're good. All right, now that I'm dead. Who the fuck broke? I thought I fixed my wall. Whatever, I can fix that later. You know what, just don't worry about that right now. We've got other things to do, and that is make ourselves a drawbridge floating base. I just need to find a place to do it, where it looks like a good place. I'd love to build it inside the walls. I've already started building outside. Well, the wall's gonna go along the road. I've already started building on the other side of the road. Probably not a great idea. I'm sure I can find like a nice quiet patch to make myself an anti-gravity base. I think this spot here will be just perfect enough for me. Get rid of the boulders right next to this unnamed thing, and this video might be out by now, I'm not sure, but if it's not, I'm going to call that another unnamed thing right next to the Blender 2.0 and the Spider Zombie Olympics. I love that there's so many random things in here. Like, everything I've ever built is still here, and I love that about this place. Although what I haven't got yet, I haven't managed to figure out like no like weed whacker mods for Alpha 17. There's been a lot of people telling me to get it, and there was like one for Alpha 16, which I can find just fine, but I can't find a way to get it into Alpha 17. So if someone knows of one out there that is designed for Alpha 17, please link me because I'm so sick of whacking weeds manually. My fist's getting sore. It's supposed to whack something else and not fucking weeds. So the reason everyone seemed to think that it was impossible to build a floating base now I don't particularly like floating bases. I mean, look, people accuse me of cheating because I edited XML files and made it so that I could make my garage door go sideways, and apparently that was game breaking, but they'll be fine with, you can make a hovering base. I don't really understand it, but a hovering base to me feels too much like cheating. I mean, that's too much of an exploit that it breaks the game, and that's just kind of not how I have fun. But anyway, I do enjoy building things and like solving problems, if you haven't noticed already. So people thought that the hovering base is impossible now because they took away the drawbridge rotations, which I put back in with the XMLs. I'm not going to use that though. What I am going to do, I'm going to put a drawbridge down like that, and just because I can, just because I like to make things make sense, I'm going to get my stainless steel ramps and put them just across like that, so that it's actually sitting on some sort of support. It's not just hovering in midair. But when you've got the drawbridge down like that, you can then get your stainless steel blocks, or whatever block you have, and go boom, and boom. You can't put it here because it doesn't actually, like, there's the support there. You can put it right on the nose, if I get that, yeah, like there. You can put it across the front lip, like this, which is all nice and fun and games, but that's not where I want it. Or actually, I might want it there later, but I'm not going to put it there now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this and put another layer of just steel out here. Because then, when I stand here and I open the drawbridge, Look at that. It's hovering, breaking physics, one steel block at a time. Before I get too far into the build, I'm going to have to do a quick test and just find out how the zombies react to a floating pile of basic goodness. We've got 3 Arlenes out there. I'll close the drawbridge, give you somewhere to go, and go. Where are you going to run to? Where are you going to go? You've gone underneath me. I can't see you anymore. I assume you're going to come up here and try and break me, because to you, this is just a regular path. Yep, you're there and you're over that side. If I could hit something, that'd be good. God, my shooting is not great. But if I put you up, and I've spawned another couple of Arlenes over here. 1, 2, 3. All right, what are you going to do now? Actually, wait, before you do that, no, those are the wrong buttons. Let's go somewhere else, like over here, so I can actually see how you guys react to me being up here. Put my body there and go. Yep, they're just like, oh, well, this is odd. How are we supposed to get him now? I wonder if at some point they'll go and attack the support for the drawbridge, though. Like, are they gonna clue on? No, you're just gonna hang out down there and just do what you do. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing, Arlene? I see you down there, just beating on my stuff. Okay, so eventually, I mean, oh, now she's giving up again. No, now she's back. Maybe that's a different one. I'm not sure. Eventually, they kind of decide to like take a couple of swings, but nothing too much. So if I clean you guys up, maybe I can find a way to make this a little bit more safe, I guess? I don't know. There's got to be a way to make this happen. So here's what I'm thinking now. Given that, I mean, well, the Arlenes were close enough to that to see it as an option to go beat on it, I want to know what the physics are like for the drawbridge. Like, how much weight can I stack onto the mid-air of the drawbridge on the other end before it decides, you know what, that's enough. I can't handle that much weight. What are the weight restrictions of the drawbridge? Like, is steel going to be too much? In fact, I'll go 3 higher, and I'll put another little platform up here, like this. So far, so good. This is quite a lot of steel to be hanging out in the middle of the ozone layer almost. The oxygen layer? Not the ozone layer, we're not even close to that. But if I put, just put one like this, boom. Oh, it works! How high can I make this? How high can I go? How high can I go? Oh, that was too much. Okay, there is a limit. It threw the book at me eventually and said, no, you are breaking all of the laws of physics. Please stop before you accidentally discover the secret to traveling faster than the speed of light. So the game's engine has smacked me over the back of the head and told me to fuck off, which is probably fair enough given I was trying to break it. So maybe the second drawbridge is too much. Like, I could get another one up there, but maybe I should be, because then once I get up to that second level, I then have no weight to build my base with. Or actually, what if instead of using steel, which is heavy, actually what has, was it steel that had the highest strength to weight, or was it iron? I don't remember. Does it tell me in here? Oh, here we go. Vertical support, yes. Well, that doesn't help me at all. Hit points 5. You know what? Horizontal support 40, mass 5. Okay, so that's how this works. So 5, you have to do some division. A little bit of, oh, it's not my phone. A little bit of mathematics is involved. So a wood block can hold 40 units of weight horizontally, but each wood block is 5. So if you get your trusty calculator out, which I'm going to, because I'm not going to even try and do basic math while I'm recording, because I'll get it wrong even marginally and someone will yell at me. I'm not going to take that risk. So you can put, well, that's what I actually knew already. You can put 8. Look at there you go. Look at that. 8. You can put 8 blocks of wood out across from another wood block. But what about, what was stainless steel at? What are you doing for me? 320. So that's like 15, I think. No, it's 7. 7? See, this is what I'm talking about. Basic math is difficult for me when I'm under pressure. I do not handle test conditions. It is 15. Did I say that? I think I did. So 15 blocks. Interesting. What about a drawbridge? Do you have the stats? Horizontal support, 300, and you're 20. Wait, can I just stack a drawbridge on a drawbridge? Why don't I try that to start with? Let's give me this other drawbridge. You come down, if you please. Can I just stack another drawbridge on the end of you? I wouldn't think so. Kind of, maybe, not. What? What the fuck? So a drawbridge has the same, like, load bearing capacity as stainless steel, but so you can put 15 drawbridges attached to one. So you could just go for fucking ever. That is ridiculous. Okay, that's definitely going to get patched at some point, so sorry to anyone who wants to build this. I'm sure the fun pimps will watch this and get rid of it, but build this while you can. But even so, this kind of like removes the fun a little bit, don't you think? I think like being this far away from the base of your base, the base of your base, the base station of your base, where you're building from, like if I'm just going to chill, oh, didn't like that. Oh, it doesn't like this at all. Maybe I'm too far. Too far. Can I build here? Is it gonna... No, it doesn't want me there either. Interesting. Right, so there is some limits. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this last drawbridge because I feel like that's too much. You can all just stay there. But if I build on the end of this one, will I be far enough away that the zombies won't try and beat on the supports? Let's try that. Let's build just a little something, just like this. Yeah, there we go. All right, just hang out here. Get rid of that drawbridge too. Get my camera angle ready. There we go. And come over here. Stand on the top of this. I didn't spawn my zombies. Wait, can I do it just from here? I probably can. There we go. Okay, zombies are down there. HUD is off, and oh, I almost killed them, but that's okay. Right, what are you guys gonna do now? Oh, wait, it's like they're even more cleverer. The last ones had no clue. The double drawbridge has somehow made them smarter at knowing where it's supported from. How does that work? I've raised up the support just a little bit and built another double drawbridge with some stainless steel supports in the middle to try and get them to... I'm hoping that that'll distract them from the fact that there's drawbridge supporting drawbridge, and maybe it'll think that this is the support. I don't know. But what I am going to do is I'm just going to go directly underneath my little base here and just build myself a nice deep hole. I mean, you could probably, if you were playing this on Nava's game, you could probably like build this over the top of Dead Man's Gorge. I mean, I'm a big fan of that area, but if you built this, you know, somewhere where there's a drop underneath, get them in the hole so that they should, hopefully they don't come and start beating on your support. Take them somewhere else where they've got other things to beat on that isn't the actual like important part. Maybe you can build like some dummy buildings around so they think that like if they go destroy that, they'll get ya, but like not just the only building nearby, and then hopefully that'll distract them. I'll try this whole thing first, and if that doesn't work, I'll try something else. Well, that's an easy way to clear out a hole. That was super satisfying. It's just like, I was just dug around the outside and then like across the bottom and everything came pouring in. It's nice and easy. I'll just quickly fill up this hole over here though, so it normal makes it look nice and symmetrical. There we go. That, oh, you guys didn't see this bit. You didn't see that. That's fine. Don't mind that bit or this bit. Okay, look, there we go. It all worked out perfectly. There's nothing I need to touch up or touch at all. It's all perfect. So if I have that underneath me and then I just kind of hang out, wait, let's, oh. That's not a good sign. Right, okay, so... maybe the double drawbridge apparently has its flaws, but that's okay. We're just going to test to see... Oh, actually, wait, because now I'm going to be standing, like, right on the edge, and they're going to be standing here instead of down to the pit. Alright, I'm going to need to do a bit more digging, a bit more building, but we're almost there. I think this idea will work. I hope this idea will work, otherwise, I'm not out of ideas, but I'm getting there. Look at that. Look how many blocks you can support if you just use one drawbridge. That's so much better. Okay, we're going to get rid of that. We're going to get our camera angle over here. Wait, before we do that, though, I'm going to need to quickly spawn a bunch of Arlenes in over there. Arlene, there we go. And you, and we're going to go over here and stand on my... Nope, missed it. Stand on this thing. There. Yes, good. Okay, Arlene, please fall into that pit for me. Show me what you got. No, stop it. Stop beating on shit. Okay, that's alright though. At least they think that that's where they need to be down there. They're trying to dig down when secretly I'm above them. Don't tell them. It's a secret. But I reckon I can probably build something that will get them to go down, like a good old half-block drop. If I build that around the outside, will they... oh, jeez, I got stuttered real bad there. Will they fall for that? Well, that fell for it. Shit, how am I going to connect all this then? Maybe just like a ring of stainless steel around the outside? It's probably my best option. So annoyingly, I'm actually unable to get like a 3/4 block. I can get quarter blocks, 1/8 blocks, and half blocks, but there's no like 3/4. I really wish the 3/4 to fill in this gap and make it look all nice and even. But there you go. That is the best I can do with a half block gap for that. So that should hopefully dupe Arlene into falling into it. If I get a bunch of Arlenes out there. Or just spawn them right on top of my head. Make a tower of Arlene. Sure, whatever floats your boat. And then I'll go on the other side so I can see them actually come in from where they're spawned from. Right about there. There we go. Come over here and stare. I always miss it. One of these days, I'm going to nail it first time. Okay. Pistols out and go. Where are you going to go? You're going to fall in? Please fall in. Straight in. No. Damn it. Stop. Well, one fell in, but that's not good enough. The rest of them, what if for 5 of them, is like beating on shit? Why? Why don't you want to go down the half? I spent so much time building you a lovely half block gap, and you don't even fucking appreciate it. Fuck you, you selfish bitch. Okay, here's my current plan. It still looks relatively pretty, which is fine with me, but these are all 1/8 blocks, just like put around, so there's one here, one there, you know, so they build this design eventually, but they're all built at a solitary little 1/8 blocks cubes. So if I have them down there, and a bunch of islands, I'm just trying to get them to think they can walk further out onto the edge than they actually can. That's the only goal of all of this. So put my camera over here so I can see what they do. Hey, I made it up there this time. Okay, ready, set, go. All right, where are you gonna go this time? You're gonna fall down, please. You... No. Oh, yep, there we go. There we go, straight in. There we go. We have a solution. We found a fix. Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, so you build the 1/8 blocks around the edge. They fall happy as Larry down into there. If you really wanted to, I mean, it's probably a really good idea. I just don't have the time to do it. If you combined this with the blender that I built over here, I mean, this is a pretty big build. I'm not going to build another one. But if you built this underneath that and just made... like, yeah, just a blender all the way through. In fact, if I build an escape tunnel for these guys, will they take it? Because I don't want them to sit down there and just continually beat on everything down there, because eventually they'll dig enough this way that they'll undermine my support, and this whole thing will come crashing down in no time. So maybe I should build them an escape hatch. But it depends on where they think I am, because if they're down there, they don't know that I have to path back up here to get me, maybe they won't use it. I don't know. I'll build a little cheap one and see if they partake. But if they don't, then maybe I'll just have to build like some slits or something up here for me to shoot down and kill them in the bottom of the hole. I've built myself a second drawbridge just for some like extra support, because eventually I'm going to have to build something on this, and having like the maximum load on one drawbridge seems like a bad idea. So I built a second one over there just like an extra support pylon. So now hopefully these guys will come in, drop down there, run into the tunnel down there, and pop up out of the ladder just over here. So I'm gonna get myself positioned where I can see all of that happening. I hope right about there should. Let's go down a little bit more. Yeah, right about there should do it. Go about there. Put myself on the platform and go. All right. So hopefully. I'm a little nervous about having that second support up there, going straight down again. Straight down into the depths. They're doing a bit of damage to that, but that's okay. No, stop beating on the sand down there. I see you down there. What are you doing? What are you doing to me down there? You're all beating on everything. Okay. That's a problem. I'm gonna have to build some like active defense to this, because this is a bad idea. So I'm thinking for defense, I can't bother filling in the entire bucket with steel right now, but I made it like a nice little steel pan at the bottom for all the. Oh shit! I just placed a block somewhere. Where did I put that? Right there. Okay, get rid of that one. Nice little like bucket for the zombies to fall in. So I won't do too much damage too quickly. It's stainless steel after all. I know stainless steel is no longer a block in survival, but it's what I build almost all of my stuff out of, just for like a proof of concept. I don't want them destroying the base down here that quickly. You could use concrete, you could use, you know, regular steel, anything you wanted down here. Just don't use the regular sand, because like a couple of hits on that and it will all collapse, and that would be bad for everybody involved. But I'm also going to get some electric fences, because why not? Because they're pretty handy to have, and make like the good old crisscross down the bottom here, so that there's always, you know, once I get down here they get electrocuted and I can slowly pick them off from the top. Where I've built, I didn't talk about it because I forgot I did it, I've built like this little window up here, so you can sit here in the little like trench of death and just go bang 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 and like nail them as they're at the bottom and protect yourself that way. So you do have to be like, you know, an active defender on this. So if it's a horde night or something, you'd have to like, you know, wait and listen and see if something's going on. You could probably put like some motion censored turrets down here, but I mean, turrets are too much of like a catch-all, or maybe I should put some turrets down here. Maybe that's the smarter option. Or, I mean, listen, I've made a bunch of traps in my time. You can make the blender. You can make the Jalab's mincing trench. You can get a bunch of the old the bladeroonies that I got down here, and like, you know, to make us when they fall in, they get fucked up. You could do whatever you wanted to. I haven't decided what I'm gonna put in here, but that's the general basic design. I'm starting to get nervous. I'm building up the actual base on top of all of the stilts, and I just don't want to like overdo this. I want to overcook it and suddenly have a base that's falling to the ground after all of my hard work. That would really, really piss me off. I might even, you know what? I might even just call it there for the moment. I don't know how much more I can actually put onto this thing. I could go and do the math, but as we've noticed, math is not my strong suit right now. I have to break out the calculator, and I can't be bothered. I'm just gonna build a bunch of glass across here, because glass is important. You've got to have windows. You've got to be able to see out into the outside world and appreciate the world. No! All I wanted was to appreciate it. It's all gone. Look, am I pretty goddamn annoyed that my whole thing fell in? Yes, I am. But the upside is, there's always an upside. You're always going to look for the upside. That I got to push this support back a little bit more to make it actually symmetrical in the middle. It was a little bit off, but now I've rebuilt it and it's all looking mighty fine. Before I do anything from here though, I am going to save it, because if this falls in, I don't want to rebuild this again. Oh, my ramp's gone. Fucking son of a bitch, how did that fall into? Okay, I'll rebuild that, then I'll save it. And then so instead of actually having a base up here, if you want to make an actual building, you're going to have to build like, you probably build like another drawbridge over this side, another over this side. I'm not going to, but you can keep adding them to add extra like support weight as much as you need to. But this is as far as I'm going to go. I'm going to put like a cage over the top to protect from vultures and stuff, but then this would be a pretty fucking good Horde Knight base. I've given it a lick of paint. I've gone some pretty bold colors this time. The yellow so I don't accidentally fall in my own trap, given that there's no actual way to get out of this thing if you do fall down there. I've got the electricity wires down the bottom. My platform is purple because it's my safety platform of glory. You know what I haven't done though? I haven't put up a cage around the outside. I've built the ramp over there, but I'm almost ready to actually like have a crack at this with a horde. I mean, like maybe a level game stage 300 horde. Maybe I'll just like make my own horde, but like a pretty serious wave of zombies. This thing should be fine. The build has taken its final form. Because I couldn't put a cage over the top to protect myself from vultures, I've made this just like one big AV platform, AV being anti-vulture platform. If you missed that video, definitely go watch that one because that'd make a whole lot more sense. Got some turrets on the top, just going with the auto turrets, not the shotguns, but that's fine. Put some lights, which weirdly I can't put the legs actually on the surface, but whatever. Some lights underneath, facing down to the pit, so that I can turn this into a horde base and try and fight off a very big, very scary horde from up here with nothing but an AK-47 and a whole bunch of ammo. I should probably get like a med kit as well. Why not? Grab a bunch of these because I'm probably going to need them because some douchebag's going to come up and punch me in the face somehow. But I think I am all ready to go. So let's set this to be day 14. There we go. Set this to be 2200. Boom. That'll do for me. Bring on the horde. Let's do this shit. Yes. Look at them. Here we go. Straight off the bat, they're already falling in. Lovely doubly. Getting electrocuted, which is very handy given that it just kind of lights them up for me and I can sear and pepper them all day. I've got, let me show you the mods I got on the gun. I've got the 2 extra damage bullets mods on here. So that does quite a lot of damage when I need it to. If I can actually hit the target, that would be fantastic. Oh, so there's already some blocks getting destroyed. I'm a little worried about the blocks up the top, like taking a beating. But so far, this is working like an absolute charm. Here comes the zombie. Zombie ain't got nothing on me. You ain't getting up here, pal. You can try as you like. You ain't getting up. Yeah, down into the electrocution death pit you go. Catch you fucking later, buddy. Oh, man. This is great. How have I not built this before? I only like stumbled across the fact you could build on drawbridges the other day, and I immediately thought of doing something like this, and I'm so glad I did. This is fucking awesome. With some more drawbridges, like making an actual like house up here, that'd be the dream. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that scared the fuck out of me. Okay, the turrets work. That's that's helpful to know. Occasionally the turrets just spring into life and make me poop myself just a little bit. I think something else is coming to murder me. That's okay. Look at it. Look at it. This is easy. Easy pickings. Oh, this is perfect. That has actually worked like a charm. That worked actually so much better than I was expecting it to. No zombies even looked like they were close to finding a way up to get me. The 1/8 block drop hole and the hovering base, perfect. You'd be invincible up there. If you could put a couple more drawbridges on there, get some more like stability, and then build like an actual like little hut. Maybe don't make the hole so big so that this is closer, so you get some vertical like support as well as horizontal. That is fucking awesome. But that is another successful build and another horde base build. I mean, like, I just like building these things. I like solving problems, and that is a problem solved. Wasn't even a problem to solve. I just built one anyway, and it's fucking fantastic. So I'll come back and build some more cool shit in 7 Days to Die in another episode, because this episode is done. So thank you guys for watching. Most of all, thank you to all the patrons on Patreon who made this episode possible. If you liked, make sure to like button down below and subscribe to this channel. Follow me on Twitter, but don't talk to you there first. I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good one.